Like all of you, I ran for the House of Delegates because I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to make life better for people in our state. Today we find ourselves in a historic moment, and we are poised to do just that. Make life better for all Marylanders. We can do this by recognizing everyone's long-term commitments with the legal freedom to marry. While we're all here for the same thing, I also stand before you today with a very particular perspective on equality. As an African American, same-gender loving woman, I live within a myriad of historical and present-day systems of inequality. And yet, I prefer to consider my particular viewpoint as an opportunity. An opportunity to see how people like me are disadvantaged by these systems and fight against those, of course. But I also see how people like me work so hard to create communities of love and support in spite of those systems. People like me create loving families. People like me create lasting partnerships. People like me who yearn for the state to recognize those families, to protect those partnerships with the same love that we feel for each other. We have all heard the stories of our LGBT constituents about the injustices, the humiliation, and the pain they have suffered because they could not legally marry. Partners tossed out of hospital rooms and refused visitation. Partners losing homes and their children at their partner's death. Partners having difficulty in establishing legal relationships to their own children. Unfortunately, these stories are endless. Currently, instead of our state protecting those relationships, loving and committed couples are treated by our state as if they have never met each other. As if decades spent honoring, loving, and protecting each other never happened. These people are my people. They are my friends. They are my community. And they are your constituents. They are Marylanders, just like you. And their pain is real. And we have the power to end it. I was fortunate that when I came out to my parents and my 5 brothers and sisters, that they were supportive and loving. Raised as Catholics, we all continue to live our lives in a spiritual partnership with someone that fulfills us spiritually and supports us. We also were raised to maintain a commitment and an appreciation for brave souls who work hard for freedom. You all sit in an amazing moment right now, where your bravery will be remembered and honored. Your courageousness in continuing Maryland's tradition of righting social injustice is before you right now. And I urge you, consider the opportunity you have. An opportunity to honor our families. An opportunity to support our loving partnerships. An opportunity to embrace us with the loving arms of the state, rather than letting us continue to dangle outside of its grasp. I'd like to conclude with a quote from Howard Thurman, an African-American activist, an ordained minister, a student of religious studies, and a professor at Spelman and Morehouse colleges in the 1920s. He said, "The movement of the Spirit of God in the hearts of men and women often calls them to act against the spirit of their times, or causes them to anticipate a spirit which is yet in the making. In a moment of dedication, they are given wisdom and courage to dare a deed that challenges and to kindle a hope that inspires. Let us all enact that courage together. Let us all vote for marriage equality. We must do it today. Thank you.